Good afternoon and welcome to another Len and Courtney Live in our own lunchtime. Now what we decided to do was to surprise each other with a guest along the way, and people, interesting and fabulous people that we meet along the way, we like to bring them in and help them promote their small to medium business, or it could be any kind of business. But there is one catch. This is Sonia's guest, Kathy. I have no idea what Kathy does for a living.
So, Kathy has a very interesting business which I'm intrigued by. So the game today is, can Brendan guess what it is?
I have to guess what you do, right? You can only, what's your full name, sorry?
Kathy Moore.
Okay, that's the only answer now. The rest is just yes, no. I love this game. Okay, so Kathy Moore, you have a small to medium business.
Yes.
You are based in Dublin.
Yes.
Good guess.
You are in retail.
No.
Oh, you are in the caring profession.
Depends on what way you look.
Okay, so are you in the medical profession?
No.
No. Okay, you're not in retail. Are you in beauty?
No.
You're not in hairdressing?
No.
Okay. Oh, you health and fitness?
Yes.
Are you a health and fitness specialist of some sort?
Yes.
Well-being.
Yes.
Well-being. Okay, well-being. Do you work on your own in a class situation?
No.
No. Okay. So do you work with a group?
Yes.
So you're health and well.
She's very cagey.
Are you a yoga teacher?
Yes.
So how did you meet?
So we met through the divine platform that is Instagram, and Kathy is based in my local area. She has a fabulous business called Cam Cabin, and you...
What, Cam Cabin?
Cam Cabin.
Oh,
It's
nice.
actually a repurposed porta cabin in Clontarf.
Yep.
And in that porta cabin, tell us what you do, Kathy.
We do everything wellness.
Okay.
So you come into this piece of tranquility,
Lovely.
which is called Can Cabin.
Yeah.
And I run that alongside with my friend Maria.
Right.
We both met in college a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And we discovered that college wasn't our thing, so we decided to get out of our heads and into our bodies.
Nice.
So we're both yoga instructors now,
Yeah.
and we're continuing on with our yoga studies.
Okay.
So we've completed our 200s, and now we're into our 500-hour specialist
Okay.
area, which means you're working with people who've maybe come from a cancer experience, or people who have an injury,
Yeah.
children, chair yoga. So we're really broadening our horizons.
Okay, I love the fact that it's a cabin. That just sounds like
Yes.
a little drop of tranquility.
Yeah,
Amazing.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
I am known for my laugh,
Yes.
my raucous laugh. Will you tell us a little bit about the special yoga that you do in the cabin?
Well, we also do laughter yoga.
Laughter yoga.
Laughter yoga, because laughter yoga is the best thing you'll ever do to release negative energy and boost your immune system.
I've never done it.
Well, do you know
Never
what?
done it?
I've never done it either, and we have a little plan, which is
Can I do a class?
Please.
that's part of the plan. So I booked myself and Brendan in tentatively for a class. We would like the first 2 people
Oh, yes.
to hashtag I love laughing to join us at that class in Clontarf at Cam Cabin, guided by Kathy and Maria. So get on, put your hashtag up there, and you could be joining us for a good old giggle.
Now, I have to say, there's no such thing as a free promotion on Len and Courtney Lunchtime, and you are wearing Len and Courtney, styled by Sonia Lennon.
Yes, I
Can you stand up and
yes,
give us a look at you?
yes.
Oh my
Absolutely. What
God,
do you think?
look at absolutely gorgeous.
Amazing.
Red, huh? I love red.
Talk to us about these trousers, how they feel.
Oh, they are divine.
Really?
They're actually the
Yeah.
same fabric,
Fine.
and this is like a sort of a flame orange, and this is more of a scarlet red, and we
Yeah.
love kind
Yeah.
of mixing those tones together.
They have pockets.
Oh,
Every woman loves pockets.
Absolutely.
Pockets.
You
And they
know-
are so you don't have to pull them up, you don't have to, you just move. They move with you.
I tell you, for a grandmother of 2, you don't have to have bad.
God, you're fabulous. You have a
Thank
very
you.
nice calming energy.
Thank you.
I'm instantly attracted to you. I want to go to laughter yoga
Oh,
now.
brilliant.
Good job,
It's not
you're
just that
going.
if you want to come with us to Kathy's laughter yoga class, the first 2 people to put up I love to laugh, or I like to
I
laugh.
love laughing.
The first
Yeah.
I love laughing underneath this post will join us whenever a day suits, and we'll go to the Cam Cabin, and we might
Fabulous.
even do a little live at lunchtime from it.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Wouldn't
It certainly would bring some laughter into everybody's life.
And can people find out more information about what you do?
Yes, we're on Instagram with Cam Cabin, and we're on Facebook as well with Cam Cabin at LunchTime.
We'll add a little link in this post.
And could I just add that one of the main reasons why I'm in yoga is due to major health issues that I've had over the years.
Really?
So if I can do yoga, anybody can do yoga. And I mean anybody can do yoga, because I've had so many life-changing surgeries that have altered my body in many ways. And if I can get into stretchy trousers or baggy trousers
And
or
look
whatever,
this amazing, by the
and
way.
move, because it's all about breathing.
And when did you get into yoga? When did it happen for you? What was the change?
About 2.5 years ago
Really?
was when I really I started to do anti-gravity yoga.
Okay.
That's when I realised
What does that mean?
that I'm doing it in a hammock.
Oh,
You've done that
Oh,
one.
hanging out
So
of the thing.
actually, Kathy, the first question I asked you when I spoke to you on the phone is, tell me your story.
Oh yeah.
I think it's probably
I'd love to hear it.
worth telling your story, because it is
How long have you
extraordinary.
got?
We've got lunchtime.
We've
Come on.
got lunchtime.
Get me sandwiches.
Put on the kettle, girls. We'll be here for a while.
So tell us your story.
My story. So my story started back in the late 90s. Stress decided to take over my body. And I was in a situation where I was married, I had 2 children, and my husband had an addiction. So I was trying to manage everything, but of course, it's just not possible to manage everything. You have to surrender to the addiction. So I'm a fighter, and no, I'll sort out everything, I'll fix everything. So as a result of that, I ended up with an autoimmune disorder called ulcerative colitis,
Yes.
which led me down a road of really nasty medications, which didn't work for me. So I went from a size 6.5, weighing 6.5 stone to 13 stone.
Wow.
Because of medications, change in diet, don't eat this, eat that. You just have to surrender to the medical profession. So after 2 or 3 years of battling with that, it just wasn't working. Medication wasn't working for me. I wasn't tolerating it. So I went and had surgery. I had major life-changing surgery, which means now I have no bowel anymore.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
gone. So I now have a bag.
Yes.
So
And that's why Kathy said, have you anything that ties
Ties
to
to
the
the
side?
Yeah.
I call it my designer bag.
Yeah.
So that's my
Someone very close to me
little
has
Louis.
exactly the same.
That's little Louis. That's
Yeah.
what I call it, my little Louis. So for me it was always my kind of uplift, got me through everything really, because when I arrived at hospital, my brother carried me in. I was 6.5 stone, and the doctor said, 12 hours, really, you have to get yourself through these first 12 hours. We could do surgery, but can't guarantee get you through it.
So you were keeping
Up
your
to
own
you.
self alive during
Yes,
that period.
yes. So I got through the first 12 hours. They seen I had the spirit, and they said, right, now we can try giving her this and this and this and getting the bloods in and pump everything else in. So that was grand. So then life became wonderful again.
Now, can I ask you, had you separated from your husband at this stage?
Yes.
So that
yes.
chapter was finished?
Yes, so that was all the internalized stress.
Okay.
And it was all, I can cope, I can manage, I can do everything.
Of course.
And I can navigate,
Yeah.
and I can sort out the children and navigate whether he sees, or, encourage him to see and all that. But that didn't happen. Sure, anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm carrying everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that, then life became wonderful. I adapted really, really well. Was on the beach in my bikini and still going away and doing fun things. You just have your little pouch and your little bag with you with all your little accoutrements.
Yeah.
I call it pussy pouch because it has 2 little pussy cats in the front.
Could mean other things now.
Exactly. So that works for me. So after that, then everything was wonderful. Got my life back on track. I'm a community worker, so I would have always worked in the community. I would have always worked voluntary as well in the community, and especially I would have been involved in setting up different projects in the area. If I see a need for something, I kind of know how to gather people together and source funding and get things going.
Yeah.
So while I was managing this illness, I also was involved in setting up an after-school support program down in Sheriff Street, which runs so successfully today. It's just beyond belief. So many people have ended up going through college, have degrees and everything now.
Amazing.
Created employment in an area where local people never got employment.
Yeah.
Other than a cleaning job.
Yeah.
So it really raised the whole morale of the area. And then in the area that I live in, there was a youth club at the back of my house, which didn't have any youth attending it. So I heard on the radio one day the Young People's Facilities Fund was being launched, so gathered up a couple of people, said, come on, let me go to this meeting. Went to the meeting, heard about it, amalgamated with a few others so that we wouldn't all be fighting for the one piece of pie.
Amazing.
Come together, more powerful, and we have set up the East Wall and Northport Development Group, which runs
You're amazing.
a programme for children, which is just unbelievable how successful that has been. It's just grown beyond all belief.
Wow.
And then the other little thing that I was involved in was walking to preschool every day. My daughter, I would see, I was walking, she went to preschool in Sean McDermott Street. As I said, I'm born and reared in Dublin 1, I live in Dublin 3. And I'm walking up and down the street, and it was the time when the drug scene was just horrendous.
Yeah.
Really, really horrendous. Morning and night, it was dreadful. So as a result of that, people were like desperate. They didn't have any information. They didn't have any support. They didn't know what to do. They knew their child might be involved, but they didn't know what to do about it. They didn't know where they involved. They didn't want to accuse them. So from talking to people, we put together a group. We approached the local, what's known as the Magdalen Laundry.
Mm.
So in there is a drug treatment project for under 18 years.
Yeah.
Called the Crinin Project, and that's run from the Salesian Fathers are involved there. So they have a family support group. So they offered us a room on a Tuesday night if we could get a group together. And Crosscare, who run DAP, I don't know if it's still going, the drug awareness program, they came down and they trained us to become drug educators.
Wow.
To peer supporters. So basically, if I'm at the school gate and a mother says
You
to
see
me,
a warning
oh
sign.
my God, my child, I don't know what, I can say, tell me a bit more. Have they got this? Do they do that? Where would you like to go for help? So as a result of that, we set up a thing called HOPE, hands-on peer education. That has just blossomed because that is there to provide support for family and people affected by somebody who's in addiction. Because they're the people who are forgotten about.
Yeah.
Because they carry everything. The addict is involved in their addiction, and the person beside them carries everything, and like literally goes around shaking all day because that's what they do. They're just carrying everything. So as a result of that, we have hands-on peer education. So we support the families of those who are affected, but now it's amalgamated with the North East Inner City drug addiction program. So we also support addicts as well.
Wow.
So it's like
So you know this
holistic
is very close to Brendan's heart because he advocated for planning permission for emergent key services
The
for
same executive services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
And went and collected needles with the
Yes.
community workers after they give out the needles. They have to
Exactly, the need, like
So
so you take
nuts.
them all apart.
Oh,
Yeah, so
nuts.
you have an idea of the crazy, insane situation that addiction is.
Yeah.
So that is now still running, again, extremely successful, based on the corner, Killarney Street.
Very good.
And it's in front of a monument that's there for people who have been affected by drugs. A lot of people see this flame and they don't talk to the flame, they don't understand what it's for. But that's there as a memorial for people who were affected by drugs.
You are amazing.
And it's all voluntary.
You're amazing. And now
I only get the best guests.
Oh, hang on, we're not finished yet. So then life became wonderful, and I'm doing all these lovely things, and I get myself a lovely.
I've never had a guest say, hang on, I'm not finished.
So I get myself a lovely part-time job in the community again. I was driving minibuses and doing all that kind of stuff. I love supporting the community, and I love getting kids out of the area and seeing life and seeing the country and seeing all those things, and that keeps me happy. But that's great. Doesn't bring in the bread though.
No.
So I have to get a job. So I've got a part-time job. It's wonderful, and things are just ticking along nicely, and life is becoming lovely. And then I get breast cancer.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It shouldn't be funny.
It shouldn't be funny. And it isn't funny.
Yeah.
No.
So it was January 2011 was when I was diagnosed.
Wow.
So yeah, so that was like what a whirlwind, and it finally finished for me last February on the day of my father's birthday. I had my final areola tattooing, which brought me back 100% to being me again.
Oh, well done.
So-
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, well done. Oh God, what a story.
So that's me.
And
Yeah.
if there's any publishers watching, I'm sure this is ready to be written. This is a story that needs to be in print.
Yeah.
But really, the most amazing thing is what the world that you've created for yourself now.
Yes,
I went
it's
down to
bliss.
visit Cam Cabin, and you know, from the outside, it's a porta cabin.
Yeah.
On the inside, it's a sanctuary.
Exactly.
And so
It's
we're
beautiful.
going to go down. I'm going to bring